ecological footprint. Ego project. When should I actually have children? Kinder sind die Zukunft jeder Gesellschaft. Dauersollte. Wer keine Kinder hatte, ist egoistischer. Children are the future of the society for each society. That means, following from that, whoever doesn't really have a child is egoistic. Diese Einstellung war über Jahrhunderte verbreitet und akzeptiert. This type of way of thinking was, over 100 years in the past centuries, so widely spread and accepted to be the truth. Over the last 100 years, right? Is it true? Wollte man den aktuellen Debatten in den Verfütungs gilt heute das Gegenteil. Kinder zu kriegen scheint nun bedürftig. But one follows the actual up-to-date debates in the series of journals or related news media or newspapers. Today, it is also considered in the opposite way. To actually have and receive and propagate your own children, that actually demonstrates, just a right way of justification for regionally rationalizing your demands, because you just really like to pass on your genes. Like this type of necessity would be also coming from that next generation propagation. Eine Junge in der hatte seine Eltern verkackte, weil sie ihn ungefragt ins Leben gezwungen haben. Now, one child, for instance, had laid down a lawsuit by filing a lawsuit against one's own parents because she actually, this child really actually believes that as a person, their parents have somehow asked them to live a life. Their parents have somehow forced this child to live life as it is, as a child, male child. Was wie einer pubertäre Wutausbruch klingte, hatte einen ersten Hintergrund. Then what sounds really like puberty, anger, frustration, thrown on the floor as a fit and burst out of anger coming from a puberty and adolescent. This has a very serious background. Anhänger des sogenannten Antinatalismus sehen im Leben mehr Leider als Freude. But you know what? Contrary to what would be normally considered as outbursts of a puberty, anger, frustration, and anger tantrum, just yelling at one's own parents, "Hey, I don't want to leave. Why have you in the first place thrown me into this leave miserable way, like this?" But turned out to be this antinatalism. They really actually don't want to leave. Those believers and followers of this so-called antinatalism, that means that they don't really want to be born. They actually consider and they view the life more as a pain instead of a joy or happiness. Darum halten sie es für besser, gar nicht erst geboren zu werden. For that reason, they actually consider it would be better off for them not to be born from the very beginning. Because, the anti-natalism, natalism means what? Natal, that is a born, right? So for that, those are followers. They actually see this war. How it would be full of pain and anxiety and angst. So the moment we are actually born, we are going to be antagonized. That's really the reason. For that reason, if I ever actually go back to this original text, as a young kid, this younger male child somehow actually, has to file a lawsuit against their parents because they actually, their parent, the parents of, this young child have somehow forced this kid to live life which he was never wanted by him personally. They're the one who have forced and coerced him to go on as who he is. This, what sounds really like heck of an outburst of a puberty, anger, tantrum, but this has what has been called a antinatalism, which has a serious background. These followers of a so-called antinatalism truly see life as a epidemic of pain and just of a sour heaviness than happiness. Then they actually consider this would be far better off if I were never born in the first place like this. So for that more specifically, they consider that it is better for anyone not to be born from the very beginning at all. Gar nicht erst geboren zu werden. Das meint er noch von Anfang an. Es gibt gar keine Chancen für Leben, gar keine Chancen für Leben. Weil ihr eigener Geburt würde verweigert von Anfang an. Dann das wäre viel besser. Das wäre besser, weil diese Schmerzen und Quälerei und Leider würden nicht ermöglicht. Weil es gibt keine Chancen für dieses Leben.